So, it's the last day in Singapore and I thought it was time for one more video. Imagine this, you have an idea, you think it's a great idea. You present the idea to the management team. They say no. Actually, they think the idea is pretty stupid. What do? Watch this. Let's talk about Cybex. They make treadmills and they wanted to improve their market share. Bill Pacheco was the senior director of product design. Cybex asked Bill to create a treadmill that would sell more. So here's the challenge. Treadmills looked pretty similar. Standardized design. So how to be different? Bill and his team knew this. Treadmills were dangerous. Especially with out-of-shape, older newbies who thought they were gonna go for the run of their life would often fall. Other people would simply avoid getting on a treadmill because they just thought it was too dangerous. So Bill decided to spend time with the actual users and observe their behaviors. And when Bill saw people running on treadmills, about to lose their balance, he saw how they would just grab on and hold on to the console, anything at the front, to avoid falling. And then he had a light bulb moment. What if we put handlebars on those treadmills on the side for people to hold on to in case they lose their balance? It's hot in Singapore. Bill was excited. He presented the idea to the management team. What happened? They said, no, our margins don't allow it. And by the way, it looks really weird. The head of R&D said, I don't like anything in this presentation. Come up with something else. So, did Bill give up? No, he didn't. But he also realized this. Until now, the idea had only been a concept in a presentation. Bill decided to do a quick and cheap experiment to get real data. So what did Bill do? He had some prototype handlebars. He went to a local hotel gym and talked to the manager. The manager agreed to let Bill install handlebars on 2 of the 10 treadmills in the gym. Then they would observe the guests coming to the gym. If the prototype treadmills were available, 8 out of 10 guests would pick the treadmills with handlebars. Then they would ask the guests, why did you pick the treadmill with the handlebars? And they all said it looked and felt safer. Bill now had real data and he went back to the management team who said, yes. Cybex started producing treadmills with handlebars and for the first 2 years, sales went up with more than 20%. It's been a great week in Singapore. Now it's time to go home to Hong Kong. So what's the point of the video? If you have a great idea and you want to sell it to others, the best way to do that is to run a quick and cheap test to get real data. Remember, data always beats opinions. I picked up the Cybex story in a book called Ideaflow, written by 2 Stanford professors. It's a great example of how you can collect useful data running a cheap, quick, and simple experiment. It's time to catch that flight and say goodbye to Singapore. My name is Tomas and yes, I will be back with another video. Until then, make things better and make better things. Boom!